Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of the weekly guitar meeting at Siccas Guitars in 2025. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you had a good time and I wish you all the best for 2025, a year full of guitars. And today we are going to have five guitars. A very good guitar by Thomas Eichert, a lattice braced guitar, which I personally was amazed when I was trying that guitar. We have an interview with Jean Marquet, the Belgian guitar luthier Jean Marquet, who brought us his new guitar. We also have a guitar made by the German guitar luthier Edgar Mönch, whose guitars were very popular in the 50s and 60s. And he was building traditional guitars with a very bright tone and a special sound character. And we are going to have a guitar made by the British guitar luthier Stephen Eden, his Friedrich model, which is very special. And let's start. The first guitar which I would like to start with is made by the German guitar luthier Thomas Eichert. Actually, Thomas Eichert is living not that far from Karlsruhe, where Siccas Guitars is located. And I'm very happy to introduce this guitar to you because I personally love this guitar. It's a lattice braced guitar with Indian rosewood back and sides, which is laminated for a better tone projection. And we have a very beautiful and high quality spruce. Very nice rosette, beautiful decoration. You can find this muster also in the headstock of the guitar. We have a slightly elevated fingerboard. The polishing of the neck is wax, and the polishing of the top is, of course, French polish. Let's see how this guitar sounds. It's the first guitar in 2025. You can hear straight away two huge qualities of this guitar. First of all, the sustain. It has very long tones, and I think the response of the guitar is also very fast. I think you cannot hear it. A response of a guitar is something that you have to feel it. And if I touch the strings, the tones are coming out very fast. And this guitar has also a very round and elegant tone. Beautiful, very pleasant to the ears. I also find that the first string, or in general, the trebles, are very singing. I mean, by having a long sustain, the strings are automatically very singing. Lovely. This was, by the way, my own arrangement of the Persian piece Sultana Ghalpa. If you're interested in this course, you can find the link in the video description. What I also noticed is that this guitar is so comfortable to play, and I think it's due to the fast response of the guitar. So you don't have to fight to get a good sound and a soft sound out of the guitar. Or let's say it in this way. This guitar is very welcoming and inviting. I think, does it make sense? At least it's the way how I would describe this guitar. Last piece, and then we move to the interview with Jouyan Marquet. Hi everyone, today I have the pleasure to have a visit from Jouyan Marquet, a guitar luthier from Antwerp in Belgium. And I know Jouyan, I think since 2 years. I met you the first time in Antwerp.
Yeah. The festival.
Exactly, at the festival of Jan de Preta. You know him probably. A very good guitarist. And you are also part of organization, I guess, right?
Yes, well, since a few years I help and organize the Guitar Builders Expo, so the exposition for the Antwerpen Guitar Festival.
Yeah.
We try to have a guitar presentation, so where we present quite quickly the guitars and their makers, so that the people that are interested in trying guitars or perhaps looking for a new guitar can just like meet all the guitars and all the builders quite quickly, and then they have the whole time of the festival to try them.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
If you have the chance or if you are interested, just visit the Antwerp Guitar Festival for next year.
Exactly.
See you there. And you have your workshop also in Antwerp.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Just outside the city center, like 10 minutes biking.
Okay. And if I remember it rightly, you said it's a very small workshop, right?
Yeah.
Or did you change anything?
No.
Okay,
I'm looking to change, but it's still it's like 12 square meters. So it's not even 3 meters wide. It's like 2.5 on, 8 or something. A bit less even, 6 meters. Yeah.
But it means you have a good overview of everything.
Yeah, everything that I will not use does not come in the workshop.
Okay.
For sure, it just stays out because I don't have any room.
Yeah.
I have to be precise and I have to be fast. So.
Did you study with Walter Verret?
Yes, I studied with Walter Verret as a teacher at the CMB, also with Karel Dedin. And then after my studies, I went working a little bit in Walter's workshop, not a whole lot, but a few days a week during some time. And then I just started on my own. He's a fantastic teacher. Which is nice is the woodworking with him, the skills, you learn everything perfectly with him. He's such a good teacher, and which is also a good thing is for the shaping of your own sound. He just says, that's your thing. Yeah. You can look on what he's doing, but the thing is you have to create your own universe and not copy someone's universe or something. Yeah.
Let's have a look straight away at the guitar. First of all, it's
the model contemporain, this one.
Contemporain.
Yeah, from my two models.
Yeah, so he has two models.
Yeah, so model traditionnel and model contemporain. So today it's this one.
Okay, and is there a huge difference between the two models?
Well, the main building difference will be the thickness of the soundboard, which I make thinner, and I add a bar d'âme, so it's the transversal bar. Underneath the bridge in a more of a Friedrich way. Okay.
This model is the Contemporain. It's first of all, beautiful guitar. The work is very clean. Yeah, it comes with a spruce top, a very beautiful spruce. I like this little
Haselfichte.
on the on the top, and also the Indian rosewood back and sides. It looks very beautiful, very nice color. Which kind of tuners are you using?
Chris Barnett.
Chris Barnett,
Yeah,
okay.
Chris Barnett tuners.
So I would tune the guitar and then we will play a few tones on
Yeah,
it and
perfect.
talk about the sound. Beautiful. Okay, I don't know. It was the heater. I think the heater also liked the guitar, the sound.
Good heater.
You know, I'm always very happy if a guitar allows me to talk very good about the sound, because then I don't have to think much, okay, what should I say about this guitar?
Mm.
I have to find something nice in the guitar. But this one, straight away from the first chord, first of all, very even sound. It gives me such a comfortable feeling always if the tones have nearly the same loudness, you know?
Yeah.
And also the sustain is very good. Especially and also the response. It's very the tone is
Direct.
coming out, very fast.
Yeah.
And for a traditional guitar, it's something special, because double top guitars or lattice braced guitars, they are very punchy, you know. The sound is coming out very fast. And with the traditional guitars, it's not always the case. But with this one,
That's why it's called the contemporary model.
Okay.
It's still in the world of traditional guitars.
but with some
But
qualities
my
of
contemporary take on it, let's say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a
As
good
I said
point.
before, to lure
Yeah.
all the people into the traditional world of guitars that are maybe used to.
Yeah, as you told me before, what Jean is also doing, he is like working with some guitar classes at universities. He's showing his guitars, and receiving some feedbacks,
yeah.
and try to understand what are the professional classical guitarists looking for.
Yeah.
But you have, I mean, your own idea.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But it's interesting to get feedback, to know, like, okay, to know which way I want to go, because I have an idea of which way I want to go, but to have feedback from a lot of people allows me to go in a better direction, let's say.
Yeah.
To
Mhm.
choose what I think is interesting also, and to know, okay, how do I want to continue this and evolve.
Yeah, it's a great approach, I think,
Mm.
to develop the guitars. And the most important thing is that you have an idea what you want to build,
Yeah.
and then doing some adjustments in the sound by
Yeah,
talking
for
to
sure,
professional.
yeah. Because each
guitarists.
guitar is definitely constantly trying to change one little aspect. So each guitar is different, but it stays in line, of course. It's a constant evolution.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to play more on it. It's a very inviting guitar somehow. Amazing. This guitar has so many qualities. I mean, it's nothing new to you. He knows it already, that he is building incredible good guitars. Because I like also the funny thing about this guitar is it has a very good tone separation.
Mm-hmm.
So you can clearly hear every tone in a chord, all the intervals. But at the same time, it's not too bright or too thin. The sound is, I don't know how to describe it. It's like very clear, but the sound is still round.
Round, yeah.
Very pleasant.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things. Of course, is like the quality of the sound, the beauty of the sound, which is quite subjective, of course. But it has to have a rich sound. And in my opinion, I would try to explain it as like having layers of complexity to it. That you can actually go and evolve together with your guitar and look for your musicality and develop everything. That's the point, I think, for me to create a guitar for the musician that allows the musician to actually to put all it has in there so that it comes out in a certain way. And if you want to be able to do that, I think with a guitar you need to have a complex, beautiful sound.
Yeah, complex sound. This is a very good point.
And where you have, of course, you have all the color layers, the color spectrum, but you have so many different things. And one is what you just said, is the clarity, I think. It can be a dark sound, but it has to be clear.
Yeah.
I mean, that first string has to, how do you say it? It has to go far, and it's actually the clarity, I think, that will bring this illusion of volume or something, if you want, but it will carry far. Yeah. It has to be clear.
It's a good point. It's an illusion of volume.
Yeah.
Because
you don't need to have loudness.
Yeah, it's not the loudness, but it's the tone color that is, for example, the first string when I was playing this melody. So the first string is the melody line is on the first string, and it's guiding very well. Yeah. I think complex sound. This is I like this phrase. I'm using it now since a few weeks because sometimes I'm struggling to describe the sound. Yeah. I'm not struggling, but I try to find new words. Yeah. And I think complexity in the sound is a good point.
I like it too, it helps. It means for me that you can also, as a player, it's my opinion, but as a player you can just like constantly evolve, and the guitar will actually help you to do so. And if you find a different way of playing the guitar, it will also produce something different. So you don't need each time a different guitar. And that's also what I think of when I use the word complexity or something. Yeah.
Or three-dimensional sound.
Yeah. It will keep on surprising you as long as you try to discover more about the instrument. Yeah, that's my wish. I don't know if that works.
No, it's working. Wish, It's working on this guitar actually. It's like you are playing and suddenly you discover something that you didn't hear on other guitars. I play a last piece on it because it's a lovely guitar. What I also noticed is the dynamic range, because sometimes I try to be more forte, get louder, and the guitar stops at some point. it's like the sound has reached its limit. I play louder, but the sound is like stuck. But this, the guitar gives me a lot of headroom.
Yeah, it's a very, very important aspect. I think.
Yeah,
It's the
it
range,
is.
but also to be able to play very, very pianissimo, and still get all that subtleties, all those, and that richness out of it.
Yeah.
And it has to indeed, yeah.
You have a very good idea what is a good sound. That's why you can also create this kind of guitar, because you pay attention to tone separation, but at the same time a pleasing tone, also the dynamic range. These are all things that I personally also pay attention to. I mean, I'm not a guitar luthier, but when I'm testing a guitar,
you're the player. You're the reason
Yeah.
I make it.
yeah,
And then there's obviously the playability. I think that it just goes hand in hand with all the
Yeah.
rest. It just
yeah,
it has to.
it feels very comfortable. It's very
It can't
Yeah.
be a struggle.
yeah,
It's already difficult enough,
yeah.
right? As it is. Yeah.
Beautiful. So congrats on this brand new guitar from 2025, the Contemporain. Is it
Modèle contemporain.
Contemporain? I'm very bad in French.
Quite important for this instrument is it's a 640 scale.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's why I'm feeling so comfortable, because I love 64
Yeah.
centimeter
Yeah.
scale. My own guitar has also a 64
Okay.
centimeter scale. So congrats once again
Thank you.
on your new guitar, and I'm also very curious, and probably Jean too, what you say about the sound of this guitar, and yeah, let us know in the comments. See you in a bit. So if this interview was helpful for you and you also liked the first presentation of the Thomas Eichert's guitar, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you didn't do that already. And let's move to the next guitar. And the next guitar is made by the German guitar luthier Tamara Stahl, who is building very precise and clean guitars. And if you look at the guitar, it's like everything is on point and everything is clean, the polishing, all the craftsmanship. And this is the guitar number 11 made by Tamara, and it comes with a cedar top and Indian rosewood back and sides. It's a traditionally built guitar, brand new from 2025, and it has also a slightly elevated fingerboard. Let's see how it sounds. The first thing what I personally noticed straight away is that this guitar is very elastic sounding. I can create many colors and nuances by moving my fingers just a little bit. if you like this piece, it's my own arrangement of the Persian piece, Sultan Qalpa. You can find the link in the video description. I think, as I already said, the elastic sound of this guitar is the biggest strength of this guitar. It's a lot of fun to play on this guitar because it's not going to get boring. You can do many things. It's like a painting, and if you are having only 2 or 3 colors, you are limited. And if you have more colors, it doesn't mean that you have to use all the colors, but you have the possibility to create a more colorful painting. So it was a Tamara Stahl guitar, brand new from 2025, and let me know what do you think about the sound of this guitar. Let's move to the next one. This guitar is made by the British guitar luthier Stephen Eden, who is building also the Cadenza guitars. You might already have heard from the Cadenza guitars. These are some guitars that sound amazing for their price tag, and I'm always amazed when I'm reviewing a Cadenza guitar. However, this guitar is a Friedrich model. It's a Friedrich replica made by Stephen Eden. It looks actually exactly the same as a Friedrich guitar. This guitar is brand new. It has the number 216, and it comes with a cedar top and Indian rosewood back and sides. It's a very typical choice of wood of Daniel Friedrich. And let's see how this guitar sounds. It has that typical Daniel Friedrich sound. Very even, and some soft overtones. With a great tone projection. The tones are going forward and also very singing. mean, actually, if you play a Friedrich replica, you exactly understand why so many classical guitarists, not classical guitarists, classical guitar luthiers are making Friedrich replicas, because it's a very complex guitar. You know, you have a very well balanced sound, you can create colors, the guitar is sounding, or the sound is going very forward, and everything works on a Friedrich guitar. And that's what I mean by a complex sound. And yeah, so also this guitar has all the qualities of a Daniel Friedrich guitar. It's made by Stephen Eden, brand new. And let's move to the last guitar of this week. And the last guitar of this week is made by a very special guitar luthier, Edgar Mönch, who was building his guitars in Munich. And as I already said in the beginning of the video, his guitars were very popular in the 50s and 60s. And I also know that Julian Bream had some of his guitars, and he was actually practicing on Edgar Mönch guitars, and he played the concerts on his Hauser guitars. And this guitar, this Mönch guitar, is from 1953. It has the number 24. This guitar comes with a spruce top and Indian rosewood back and sides. It's a very light guitar, so I expect a good response, and the sound is going to be very, very sweet. You know, sometimes you hear a voice and you can recognize that person straight away. It's like there are 100 people and all of them are talking, but you can notice, you can recognize the voice of one person. And this is also the same with this guitar. So you can hear the character in the sound. The sound has a very strong character. It's very sweet, but it's at the same time covered with some smoothness around it, and it has a great tone separation. Every interval is very clear. Also very even sound. Let's see how my arrangement sounds on this piece. You can find the scores in the video description. So, let me say it in this way. If you are a fan of a guitar with a loud sound, very responsive, loud, round and dark, and a very deep body resonance, this is not the right guitar for you. But if you love sweet sound, great clarity and tone separation with a very high body resonance, then you will love this guitar. Lovely. I'm very curious what is your opinion about the sound of this Edgar Mönch guitar. And it was also the last guitar of this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly guitar meeting. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel if you didn't do that already. And for the new year, I think I'm going to learn a new piece and change the repertoire in the weekly guitar meeting a bit. Let's see how long I need for that, but I will give my best. So have a nice weekend and see you next week.